Long hair was a symbol of nobility, and nobles refused to cut it. The Merovingian kings, who ruled from the 5th to the 8th century, aptly dubbed the Long Haired Monarchs, or Sorcerer Kings, due to their alleged magical powers, such as the ability to transmute water into liquor and to heal by the laying of hands. There are varying explanations as to whether the Merovingians refused to cut their hair. One of the reasons, and this is the most popular assumption, was that the Merovingians were perpetual Nazarites, and it is due to this that they would never shorn their hair nor beards. Nazarites were a select few, people of Judaic race, who took vows of sanctity and separation for God, and part of their vow involved growing out their hair. Some sources later state that the Nazarites became a separate sect of Judaism, and that Yeshua Bar Yoshef, Jesus son of Joseph, was one of them. Their trademark was the middle parting of their hair. Furthermore, the controversial book Holy Blood and the Holy Grail proposed that the Merovingian bloodline was in the direct line of descent from Yeshua Bar Yoshef's union with Mariam Migdal, Mary Madgalene. This theory was later adapted into Dan Brown's Da Vinci Code. According to the 7th century Frankish Chronicle of Fredegar, the creature known as a Quinotaur, bestea Neptuni Quinotauri similis, the beast of Neptune who resembles a Quinotaur, was the alleged father of Merovin after raping the legendary King Chlodius's wife. Merovin later became the founder of the Merovingian bloodline, and subsequent descendants have called themselves Merovingians, meaning descendants of Merovin. Some sources credit Clovis I as the founder of the dynasty. In regards to the mermaid legend, the king of Jerusalem and defender of the Holy Sepulchre, Godefroy de Bouillon's, also of Merovingian descent, daughter, Melusine, was supposed to have been half fish, serpent, and half human. According to legend, Fulk the Black, of the Angevin dynasty, married Godefroy's daughter, the mythical Melusine. Some sources also suggest that the Merovingians were part of the tribe of Israel that Samson belonged to, the tribe of Dan. Still, others say they were the exiled tribe of Benjamin, to which, according to Dan Brown, Mariam Migdal belonged to. Other sources attest that the Merovingian dynasty was descended from the Trojan line of kings. In 751, Childeric III, the last Merovingian, was deposed. He was allowed to live, but his long hair was cut and he was sent to a monastery. It would indeed seem in of itself harmless enough, but for the fact that other kings were deposed before him, but were killed. Why was Childeric III not killed, like all the others before him? True, Childeric III was indeed spared, but was it really necessary to cut his hair? If we take into consideration that his hair was a symbol of his nobility, then perhaps they were symbolically shearing it off of him. However, if we recall the story of Samson, when his hair was shorn by Delilah, his strength left him. Perhaps it was this same story. The bee and eagle identity. When the tomb of one of the earliest Merovingian kings was unearthed, a treasure including 300 tiny gold bees was discovered. These bees are regarded as a symbol of the tribe of Dan, linked with Samson's riddle. Samson's riddle was, out of the eater came something to eat, and out of the strong came something sweet. The answer refers to when Samson killed a lion and later found a beehive, containing honey, inside the lion's carcass. He used this event to create an impossible riddle for 30 of his Philistine companions at his wedding feast. When Napoleon was crowned, he insisted that his coronation cloak included the 300 bees embroidered into it, apparently evidencing his desiring an identity with the Merovingians and the tribe of Dan. When he married Marie-Louise Habsburg, he insisted that these same bees be embroidered into her wedding gown. The original tribal ensign of tribe of Dan was the serpent, given by Jacob. This identification with a serpent was changed by Ahiezer, the leader of the tribe of Dan during the Exodus, to an eagle with a serpent in its mouth. Historically, serpent-eagle war is between Enki and Enlil. It is strange that the ensign of Israel's enemies always seems to be that of an eagle. Herod, the Romans, the Germans, the Tsars, et al. It is interesting that even Sparta and Troy may have links with the tribe of Dan. What is happening here is, tribe of Dan wanted to continue their solar worship after the Exodus. Indeed, some of the lost tribes left because they had solar theology and could not fight with Yahvist. They went to ally with Northern Aryan solar worshipper tribes, Scythians mainly. So this is an ancient fight between solar worshipper tribes with lunar worshipper tribes.